Following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
February the 3rd, 2022. Again, I'll tell you, we're past January, then February, and then March will be here. And man, next year it's April, and warm weather's back, and I'm happy again. So thanks for joining the ride with us today. We got a fun show for you today. Catherine Mayhew, who is a food blogger, restaurant reviewer for Main Street Nashville, joins us. She has discovered a cute little place downtown, which I had no idea existed. And I was looking at the pictures, and I'm hungry. So that's the best part about a food writer coming on. You take these great places that are going on, and you just love it, and you go visit it, and it's all local. It's so cool. So she'll join us then. And Chase McCabe, 740 from ESPN 102.5 The Game. A lot of things going on locally in sports. So we'll talk to Chase about that. Then around 7:30ish, we'll bring you our pet of the week as we visit our friends at Old Friends Senior Dog Sanctuary in Mount Juliet. And we'll have our pet of the week for you. All right, let's bring in my good friend, the intern, as we do every morning. Intern, how are you, buddy?
Hey, man. How's it going?
You're dark, man. Where are you?
I'm doing well. You say where am I or how am I?
How are you?
I'm doing really well. I hate the weather because it echoes a little bit, and then I can't hear myself. That's why I'm not as smooth.
Voices?
Right, exactly. Voices.
Are you in the country? Where are you?
Yes, I am. I am currently at Mike Vrabel's house party.
So stupid.
Nice. That was right off the top of the head.
All right. So one of my goals on this show is to teach you history. Okay. Do you know what today is?
Yes, it is the 3rd of February.
Today, my friend, sadly, is the day the music died. On this day, 1959, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper died in a plane crash in Clear Lake, Iowa. Don McLean wrote American Pie, which signified the day the music died. Now, do you know any songs by Buddy Holly?
American Pie.
No, that's Don McLean. So, but you're there though. But Buddy Holly saying it's so easy to. Linda Ronstadt had a bunch of covers of him, but he was fascinating and talented. Richie Valens, you know Richie Valens songs?
I don't. This is
Oh
yeah, I know that one.
And the Big Bopper.
Of course.
Do you know any Big Bopper songs?
I do not, but
I think he sang "Chantilly Lee's got a pretty face." So anyway, they passed away on this day in 1959. So, I put my screen back up here. So you need to know the history there. We stopped the screen. So with that being said, in today's paper of the Main Street edition, Main Street Media e-edition, we have a story by Josh Ewers on Don McLean talks American Pie's origins and the song's relevance today. If you will read only one thing today, read this article. It is very, very well done and so cool about Don McLean and American Pie and that song. And of course, I'm teaching the intern. Download American Pie, read the song, listen to the song, read the lyrics, and you'll know what's going on. Will you do that for me today?
I'll see the music and read the lyrics.
Yeah, see the music and read it. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
No. You just listen to the song.
Right. Okay.
And
Cool.
I need a 2-page book report back tomorrow.
Okay, sweet. Is it on TikTok? I'm just kidding.
I pray it's not. I pray. You know what? Yeah, I hope it is. So these young kids will know how important this song is and how important that Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and the Big Bopper were to music. But read this article in today's edition of Main Street Nashville, and you can see just kind of the inside about it. It's a really good job by Josh. Really good job. Really nice story about all that. All right, which that entails, which leads us go right back into what we do this time.
The morning headlines.
That's right. Welcome to the e-edition of Main Street Nashville, February the 3rd, 2022, as you see right there. I'm not lying. February 3rd, 2022.
He wouldn't do it to you, folks.
Now, we talked about this dead music died. We'll get more of that later on. Down here, now people are kind of flipping out of this. Council approves use of license plate readers for 6-month pilot. Here's my thing. Just don't do anything shady. And who cares if they read your license plate?
Right. Is like a reader from like traffic cam or something?
Yeah, they just make sure, Mount Juliet's got those, and it helps law enforcement investigate and prosecute serious crimes and locate missing persons. So if there's a car that's been stolen and it pops up and the cops are alerted, and then you have it there. So I don't know, it's a bad idea. Just don't do anything shady. Don't worry about it.
Right. I gotta fix something real quick, but no, I'm just kidding.
Try to get a stencil one number out of your license.
No, I switch it.
Man.
I switch them every day, so I'm all
That's
good.
why I tell people work harder getting out of trouble than they do should just doing the right thing.
Right.
So I'm going to teach you. As your boss on this show, I'm going to tell you what to do. No, I'm kidding. I don't need another kid. I'm at my hands full now. This is crazy. Mom and daughter shot along I-24 Sunday evening, or shot at the car.
Oh my goodness.
The 32-year-old victim reported that she and her daughter, ages 7 and 12, were driving the interstate between Hickory Hollow and Old Hickory Boulevard exits when an unknown vehicle opened fire to the driver's side door of her black Infiniti, striking her on the left side and her 12-year-old daughter in the hand. This is terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible.
The slang for that would be your whip got sprayed. Unless if you wanted to know, yeah, some pop culture for you.
Okay, well, I don't know that. I hate that.
Yeah, that's awful. Did they do it? Was there a reason?
I don't know. No. Well, they're still investigating. I love this, though. Souls for Souls Music City, in addition with Cromwell Stations. Chase McCabe will join us. He's the program director at ESPN 102.5 The Game. They gave over 400 pairs of shoes to homeless children in the Nashville area. And the word homeless children, that fires me up, man. These kids do not deserve this. Do not deserve to be homeless. And so thank goodness places like Cromwell Media were able to give them shoes and to help out. So thanks. We'll talk to Chase about that in a little bit too as well. So with all things that are going on. Move down. All right. So intern starts this weekend. The original bullies are back. Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee kicks off cookie season starting Sunday, February the 6th. Customers can support local Girl Scout entrepreneurs by purchasing their favorite cookies at in-person booth sales. And it starts until March 6th. Do you get pressure? Because I tell you what,
absolutely,
they come after you.
Yeah, so I worked at Al's Foodland. Shout out to Lebanon Al's Foodland, and they take your groceries out, or like that's one of the things you're supposed to do as a worker there.
Al's Foodland?
Yeah, Lebanon, Tennessee.
Okay, and what else?
And you're supposed to like you have to take their groceries out. Like they have to physically be like, do not touch my stuff. So for you not to. So
Okay.
they had their Girl Scout cookie place set up in the foyer where we put the buggies. And every single time I would come in from bringing a buggy back with my apron on, I had my Al's Foodland apron on, they would ask me if I want to buy cookies. And this is about 25 times a day. So I almost had to fight a couple of them. But other than that, if they weren't so big, I
I
would
don't
have.
mind the girls. It's the parents.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they would be like, go ask
I
him.
used
Go
to
ask
work-
him.
Yeah, okay. So I used to work with a lady who would come in, and this is when I worked at Channel 4, and would literally put on my desk in front of me when I'm getting ready for the show, put the order form in front of me, and then put a pin there. And she said, just order whenever you can. I'm like, no, I don't do that.
It's for the
Stop
children.
bullying me. So I'm going to go to HR. Stop bullying me with your Girl Scout cookies. I'll buy when I buy. Oh,
Which ones are your favorites though?
Jason Momoa? Is there one of
Something like that. I think.
they're cute, handsome, and they taste good? Is it Momoa's? I don't know, one of those things.
Sure.
Thin Mints?
Thin Mints, yeah, that's a go-to.
Well, here's the deal with Thin Mints. I know we're rambling, I don't care, but Thin Mints are deceiving because they're smaller and you eat like 60 of them. Like, well, they're thin,
Yes.
so it's no big deal. You eat the whole bag.
Exactly, yeah, that's true. It's like a potato chip.
And Mount Juliet is aimed for a May finish of I-40. You pass this bridge all the time, don't you?
I do, yes. It's a pretty stressful lane they have going on there right now.
Oh my God, it is.
It gets real skinny, and the truck's like, I don't know what to do.
That's something I've never been accused of, is getting real skinny. You slow down to a crawl to get through there.
Absolutely, I
Listen,
mean,
Tim, 18 wheelers ain't stopping.
I'll tell you, if you throw your hazards on, you can do just about anything in this
That's
world.
illegal though. Unless
To
you
throw your
race.
hazards, really? And it is. Well, I'll find out. It's also illegal to honk your horn on the interstate, Joe.
Then why do we have horns?
Why can our cars go past 100?
Okay. Why do we drive on a parkway on a driveway?
Bypasses. Well, I mean, later episode for that, but
Our good friend Chris Yao with the story down in Murray County. Look at this. Joe, come on now. You've been doing this for a while. 745 unit development in Murray County.
Murray.
I know. I get that. But here's here it is sitting there.
What are they gonna put there?
It's an overlay, pal. It's not exactly what it looks like, but that's where it's going to go.
Oh, I see.
745 unit development that's happening there. Moving on down here,
Gotcha.
National Banner, 75 years ago today, the front page of the banner. And look at all the stories. We talked about this, all the different stories they put on the front page, things that are happening, that are going on. We just got out of World War II, and it says 1,000 construction workers on strike. I don't even know where to start reading that story.
Yeah, that's
Quite
the headline.
I go down, there's no headline for that.
It's just letting you know.
It's going on. We have nothing happening, but there you go. Hey, by the way, did you hear the story about Aaron Rodgers might buy some property in Nashville?
I did, yes, but
Some random story.
George Kittle already lives in like Nashville area, doesn't he?
What does that do with Aaron Rodgers?
I'm just saying, like, who cares that he's buying land here?
Maybe Aaron Rodgers cares.
Right, that's cool, I guess. Welcome, Aaron. Just stay in the NFC, please.
He's going to Denver, by the way.
Is he really?
I think so.
John Elway only likes tall quarterbacks.
Well, he likes quarterbacks that can win. All right, yesterday was National Signing Day in Main Street Preps. My goodness. Look at all these stories they got for you from these local athletes who signed with colleges. Pages and pages of stories, not just throw something out there like so-and-so went there, but love this young man at Ravenwood that's going to Harvard. Oakland running back Jordan James flips from Georgia to Oregon. 2 players out in Southern Cali are headed to Vanderbilt. My guys over at DCA, I saw Russell Venozzi yesterday over there with stories about these guys going to the next level. And then, of course, there is a complete listing of everybody that's signed with colleges going on there. So complete. I actually signed up before I started working for the company for Main Street because of their complete and thorough prep coverage, and their high school coverage is fantastic. Those guys and girls do a great job of putting everything together. So well done there for everything you need to know that's going on there. All right, so let's get some more stuff here this morning. All the headline: Vanderbilt lost last night to Kentucky, 77-70. What a weird game. Jerry Stackhouse got a technical. He's sitting there in the background. Just an odd game last night. I don't know. If you watched the Vanderbilt, you're upset by the loss. They played well last night. National Predators back. They're not playing tonight, but Chase McCabe will join us here in a little bit to talk more about that. All right, let's get down to the life section. Again, there's that story about Don McClain in the paper today that's going on. And let's see here. Where are we? Oh, Dolly yesterday came out after the show.
Look at her.
Into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. People were upset outside the country music world about Dolly getting nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Why is that?
I don't know. Dolly should be able to do whatever she wants.
She should be in every Hall of Fame.
Duran Duran also was nominated. Reggie's the Machine, Pat Benatar. How is she not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Right.
Judas Priest, Beck, Carly Simon. If I had to pick, I'd Rage needs to go in, Pat Benatar needs to go in, and Judas Priest absolutely needs to go in there. All right, your horoscope today, intern.
Yes, Taurus.
Taurus. Oh, the Scorpio's up first today. We're going to pass by that. Where's Taurus here? All right, here we go. Here's your intern. Your horoscope. Take care of unfinished business. When in doubt, pause and gather information that will clarify your options and encourage you to take the necessary precautions before you commence. That's a lot of big words for a guy that graduated from Lebanon.
That's what I'm saying. Syllables, man. Let's shorten them up, Taurus. You know what I mean?
Celebrate with someone you love. Don't touch me. Planning and practicality lead to success.
Come here, JoJo.
When was the last time you had planning and practicality? Isn't that one of those Jane Austen novels?
Yes.
Like Sense and Stability. Never read it. So
Prejudice and Prideful Stuff.
That's it. So planning and practicality by Jane Austen with the intern. Oh my gosh. Catherine, hold on. We're coming to you in 1 second, my dear friend. We got to do our comic strip tease. All right, here we come over here. Today we're doing Sherman's Lagoon comic strip tease. As the voice of the turtle is
myself,
and the voice of the mayor is me, as Jim Gaffigan. All right, you ready? 3, 2, go.
Hawthorne.
It's Mr. Mayor when I'm behind the desk. Oh, you may not respect me personally, but you will respect the office.
It's been proven that you cheated to win all your elections.
Right. You will also respect my salary.
Are you through, sir?
Better like Pacino. Right. You will also respect my salary.
Or Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. Yeah, Bob Sponge.
Oh, let's get out of this. Catherine, I'm so sorry. All right, up next, our good friend Catherine Mayhew. She's a food reporter, blogger, restaurant reviewer from Main Street, Nashville. She does an outstanding job. She has a really cool place she discovered, a little Italian place, and we'll have her come next. Right here. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Dental coverage may be a small investment, but it has big benefits. Because dental coverage and preventive oral care leads to more than a healthier smile. It leads to a healthier life overall. Delta Dental makes it easy to get the care you need. With the nation's largest network, you're more likely to find or keep a dentist you love. And with comprehensive coverage and additional discounts, you'll have benefits you love too. Make a lasting investment in your oral and overall health with coverage from Delta Dental. Visit deltadentaltn.com to learn more.
Hey, Toby. Toby knows comfort, whether day or night. Through the highs and the lows, Toby knows. You've put it off long enough. That old system is just out with the old, in with the new. We'll make it worthwhile all the way through. Dairyberry is your local independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. Visit DairyberryAC.com today and schedule a visit. Dairyberry Heat and Air, making customers for life.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street, looking at the I-40 west of Charlotte coming into town. It's raining. Please be careful out there making your commute. Don't speed. There's always that one guy zigging, zagging in traffic. Please don't do that. Please be careful this morning as you make your way in your commute and everything that goes on. All right, every Thursday at this time, let's look at our good friend Catherine Mayhew, the restaurant reviewer, food writer from Main Street Nashville. Catherine, it's so good to see you again. How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
Great. You make our show. You and Miss Cheap make our show so much better. So I can never thank you enough.
Well, you're sweet, and I'm a huge fan of Mary Hance too.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, I'm reading your thing again this week, and the little we'll put the story up here for you. But you discovered this Italian place in Germantown, I believe it is, and I got to tell you, just look at the picture, Catherine. I was wanting to postpone the show and head over there and eat. It looks so good.
It is. It's terrific.
There you go. Little Hats Italian Market will take you back to the old country. How did you discover this place?
Sometimes it's. I'll tell you exactly how I discovered it. A friend of mine on Facebook posted, "Hey, I just got back from Little Hats," and I'm like, "What's Little Hats? I've never heard of it." So I looked it up, and I thought, "Okay, Italian Market. I'm in. I'll go." And it's they've only been there since December. And I have to give a shout out to Coco's Italian Market because they're the original gangster of Italian in Nashville.
Right.
But this is just a cute little place in Germantown. There's a market that has a lot of hard to find Italian products, specifically to me, San Marzano tomatoes, which are the king of all tomatoes. And there's a lot of fakes out there that say they're San Marzano, but they have the real deal. They have all kinds of handmade pastas. They have gelato. They have terrific pizza kits. I took one of those home and I actually made it the other night. And then you go into the front and it's the deli part. And they have really, really, really good sandwiches. The bread is, right there. Mortadella, baby. Mortadella. All their meats are imported from Italy and it's the real deal. Mortadella, for those who don't know, it's kind of the equivalent of bologna, but 20,000 times better.
Ooh.
It's flecked with fat and pistachios, and it comes from Bologna, Italy, which is why in this country we call bologna for Bologna, Italy. Who knew? And
Thank you.
It's got a really good olive tapenade, olive salad in there, and these really sort of slightly spicy peppers. And it's just an overall good sandwich. It's a huge sandwich, by the way. If you are going to share it with somebody, there'll be more than enough if you cut it in half. I shared it with my husband, uncharacteristically, because I don't like sharing food. But
you can share with the intern and I anytime you like. We don't mind that. I've always heard about this. I'm half Italian, but I grew up in Nashville, so I really don't have. My father's from New Jersey and all that. So I don't really have that Italian connection like to the old school and the old city. When you walk in this place, is the ambiance, I know it had nothing to do with food. Is the ambiance what you would expect from a really cool Italian place?
Well, I'm like you, Joe. First of all, I have no Italian blood, sadly. And I have never been to Italy, so I don't know what it's really like in Italy. But I like it because it's I don't know if you remember Cochon Butcher. This is in the same space that Cochon Butcher used to be in. And it's got the same kind of vibe. I mean, everything is sort of colorful and miniature in the sense that not the items are miniature, but the space is miniature. So it's cozy and you'd expect people to be helpful and happy, and they are helpful and happy. And I should remember too, you can see a little sliver of the house-made pickles. If for nothing else, go in and get the pickles. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And they have a couple of pastas of the day that you just can eat, out of the container. And then you can also take home casseroles and really good.
It's funny. There's a great Italian comedian out there named Sebastian Maniscalco.
I know who that is.
It's very funny. He talks about when you go to order to a Subway, you tell them what you want. When you go to a real Italian deli, they'll tell you what you want. So
it didn't occur to me to make any deviations in the menu. Honestly, you're right. They make it the way they want you to eat it. And if you have a problem with that, go on over to Subway.
I love it. Okay, for somebody that walks in there and you see all the things that's going on, you kind of really don't know what to do. What would you recommend somebody for the first time going to this place?
Honestly, I think you should just get what you think sounds good. Their biggest seller is not what I got, actually. Their biggest seller is a sort of more traditional Italian meats sandwich. It's got mortadella, it's got capicola, a little bit spicy. And well, you should get what you like, but also I always think you should get that thing that scares you a little bit.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what that is. Maybe I shouldn't try it. Yes, try it. That's how we grow. That's how we learn, Joe.
That's exactly right. All right, so I'm definitely trying this out. Now, you also have something that for February, and we might have touched on this last week. Let me pull this screen up real quick, Catherine, that the Nashville Convention and Visitors Bureau is doing throughout the entire month of February. They're offering a chef collaborations, restaurant deals, usually aimed at tourists, but this is aimed at us, for all of us that live here.
Well, it's
Explain
aimed at
what they're
both,
doing.
actually. The conventioners, actually, they've changed the name to Conventions Corp. I don't know why. At any rate, they are aiming it at locals like us, and they're also aiming to bring in tourists during a normally slow month. But what it is right now, you can go on their website, just Google Dine Nashville, and you can go to some chef events, chef collaborations. Some of the best known chefs in Nashville are doing dinners. You get to watch them cook, you get to ask them questions, and then, of course, you get to eat. And then February 21 through 27, they have a bunch of dine-in deals. So you go to a restaurant that is participating, and they have generally what they call a prefix menu, which is you get an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert. Again, no substitutions. Don't ask them to, give you the other thing. Just take
Right.
what they're offering. But they're at deep discounts. So you get to try something you might have never had. You get to go to a restaurant that you might have never gone to. And then they also have some other discounts for food, places that sell food that aren't restaurants, like Goo Clusters, places like that, where you can go in and just, save a few bucks and get some treats.
I need to get out more because I've never heard of these restaurants like Carne Mare.
Well, you do need to get, honestly, I think that's one of the great things about this promotion is you're going to see some restaurants that you're not familiar with. And that is part of the fun, because there's so many places in Nashville that are emerging as like new favorites. And a lot of them are on this list, and they're really worth trying. And they may become that go-to place for you.
Henrietta Reds, places
Yeah,
like that.
it's fairly new, maybe 3 years old. It's been around for a little bit.
Is that okay? You talked about your friend posted the picture of Little Hats on Facebook. What a great organic way to discover something, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, who doesn't like to talk about what they're eating, I do constantly, sort of crashingly, boringly talk about what I'm eating. But that's a great way. Any social media, people are posting pictures of what they're eating. My Instagram looks like the cover of Bon Appetit, all of them, every single picture.
What let me ask you, you do this, your opinion. How has Instagram and the social media helped a business? Because like Little Hats, you discovered that on Facebook. I gotta think social media and Instagram, particularly with all the great food photos, have helped small businesses like Little Hats tremendously.
Oh, it's essential, actually. One of the things that I love doing is finding a place that I don't know much about, following them on Instagram in particular, because they're really sort of more focused in on, here's a pretty photo. And I found so many places on there. And actually, Bonna Johnson, who's the vice president at the Convention and Visitors Corp, said they're really hoping that restaurants use their social media to promote this event, because so many people follow that. It's an essential tool for marketing these days. If you have somebody who's good at social media posting for you, it's essential.
It is, and I give you credit too now, Catherine, because I'll be driving wherever I'm driving, whether it's there at the studio in Lebanon or someplace in Antioch, anywhere around town. If I'm stopped at a red light and then there's like a strip mall next, I'm looking to see what kind of cool little thing is stuck in there, all because of you, because that's how you discover some amazing places that normally are a little bit under the radar.
Absolutely. There's so many places that I go in that don't even have a web presence. You might, if you go to Yelp, you might find one or two pictures of their food, but they're not, they're not media savvy, and they're not web savvy. They just make good food, sometimes for a lot of people in their own communities. And those are the places I love. And so if you see anything like that, Joe, please share with me only.
I will, if you only give me your leftovers.
Usually there aren't any, but I'll try.
And we'll do that. All right. So let me ask you a question about doing, because I'm fascinated, Catherine, by what you do and how well you do this. So will you, like today, will something like pique your interest and you go cover it? Or do you have a set time you visit a restaurant? Because I was reading some restaurant reviewers, they'll only go on Monday at 5:00 because that's when they least expect somebody's going to show up to critique their food. I mean, all these different qualms that go on. How do you approach this?
No, I fly under the radar pretty successfully, so I don't worry about that. A lot of it, honestly, I have a list. I have like lots of lists of places that I'm interested in trying. And sometimes I'll just go down the list and I'll think, okay, I really want, Thai food today. Where's a restaurant on this list that I want to try? And I'll tell you this week, I won't tell you where I went, but what inspired me was the Chinese Lunar New Year.
Ooh.
And I read a lot about it, again, social media. And I thought, gosh, I wonder where there's a really good, authentic, I love Chinese American, but this is not what I was talking about. I'm talking about real, authentic Chinese, as I understand it. And I ended up in a place, and it was absolutely terrific. And you can read about it next week.
That's a great little tease now. But I am going to, because of this picture. I mean, again, we're back to the pictures at Little Hats Italian Market, the picture you took and your description of this place, Catherine. I mean, I might go there today. It looks so good and sounds so good.
Well, the other thing you might enjoy too, on their appetizers section, although to me it would be almost a meal, they have really good meatballs. And it's a simple, meatballs, marinara, mozzarella. They put a couple of pieces of butter drenched bread in with, that's all you need to know.
Your head just went straight down. You hooked us. All right. Well, we're going to try it out. We're going to get, and then we'll send you our little review about this because it looks, Catherine, I mean, it's fantastic. This is great. Thank you so much for this because we're discovering so many great things. What a great restaurant reviewer like yourself can do for people. So thank you so much.
Well, no worries. And you keep your eyes peeled and let me know what you're seeing from your car window.
Will do. Catherine, thank you.
Okay, bye.
All right, Catherine Mayhew, she's the restaurant reviewer. I will not call her a critic because I don't believe that she's a critic. She just goes out and reviews restaurants and does a fantastic job. And her stories you can see in Main Street, Nashville. I love that because we all love to eat. All right, we'll take a break, come back. It's time for our pet of the week. That's next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Every year, it costs Tennessee more than $15 million to clean up roadside litter. It's time to keep your trash to yourself and our roadways clear, because nobody trashes Tennessee.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
I thought it was good.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal. It was no big deal.
Hey. I can hold my liquor.
I thought I could hold my liquor.
Is your roof in need of repairs? Maybe it's time for a full roof replacement. If so, choose Middle Tennessee's #1 rated roofer. Tim Leeper Roofing has provided the Nashville area with outstanding residential and commercial services for nearly 2 decades. And with hundreds of 5-star reviews, Tim Leeper Roofing has satisfied thousands of homeowners. To schedule a free and honest estimate, find us online at timleeperroofing.com.
traffic coming in this morning on the I-40, I-24, making your way through town. Looks like it's going all right. You guys are doing a good job this morning. Keep it up as you make your way in. It's going to be nasty today and nasty tomorrow on the road, so please be careful. All right, as we do every Thursday at this time, it's time for our Pet of the Week. This week, we went over to visit our friends at Old Friends Senior Dog Sanctuary in Mount Juliet. If you've never heard of them, my goodness, they do some amazing work, as all shelters do around our area, especially at Old Friends. All right, here it is, our good friend Hunter Briley and Regal Realty Group and our Pet of the Week.
What's up, everybody? It's Hunter Briley once again with your Pet of the Week. We're so excited to be partnered with Big Joe Dubin and Main Street Media. We are excited about this one. We've got our friend Stella at Old Friends Sanctuary right over here in Mount Juliet. Check her out. She's absolutely amazing. She does need to be a one-puppy family, so just remember that. But don't let that stop you from going and giving her a forever home. Joe, take it away.
Okay, Hunter, thank you. This is Noel from Old Friends Senior Dog Sanctuary, and this week we're going to spotlight Stella, this beautiful German Shepherd. Noel, tell us about Stella.
Yeah, so Stella is about 8 years old. She's a full German Shepherd. She's been here at the Old Friends Senior Dog Sanctuary since the end of October 2021. She is probably the most energetic dog that we currently have here at the sanctuary. She loves to go for walks. She loves to run. She'll run on a leash with you, so if you're a runner, she'd be a great running companion. She loves squeaky toys of all types, and she's just a big old love bug. Stella would probably be best as an only dog. We don't think that she's ever been raised or been around other dogs before. When dogs walk past her here at the sanctuary, she does bark at them, but it is possible that with the right training, she may be dog friendly in the future. But right now, we think she'd just be best as an only.
She's extremely friendly.
She's so friendly. She loves people, like loves to be loved on, loves to have her belly rubbed, her ears scratched, just likes to be in company with a human.
And she likes her tennis ball.
Loves it. Anything that is round or floppy or squeaky, that's her favorite thing to play with.
How old do we think she is?
She's about 8. That's what we think. But she doesn't act 8. She acts quite a bit younger.
And explain the process, if you don't mind, about Old Friends and how things go about here.
Yeah, so we do a Geezer Guardian Forever Foster program. It's very similar to an adoption in the sense that we do hope that our dogs are placed into their forever homes, but we do retain legal ownership for 2 reasons. One is that we provide and cover the cost of medical care for the dog's life, and then if for any reason the family can no longer care for their dog, their old friends, they come back here to us at the sanctuary rather than being rehomed or going to a shelter or animal control. So they always have a home here with us.
So forever, their medical is taken care of?
Forever, at no cost to the Geezer Guardian, which is what we call our forever foster families. If someone's interested, they can go to our website, which is ofsds.org.
It's on the screen right there for you. Okay.
And then at the top of the page, there's a tab that says The Dogs, and under that, there's a link that says Be a Geezer Guardian. And you can read more about our program there and complete an application to be Stella's Geezer Guardian. Or we have about 100 dogs from which to choose if you're interested in maybe a smaller dog or maybe a less active dog. We have all different types of senior dogs who are looking for their forever home.
Oh, that's beautiful. Noel, thank you so much. You guys are lifesavers and angels here at Old Friends. Thank you.
Thank you. What a good girl, Stella.
Thanks, Big Joe. That was Stella at Old Friends Sanctuary. Please go check her out. She needs a loving home. She is a sweet, sweet baby. If you guys need any answers about real estate, whether it be commercial, investment, or just buying or selling a home, I'm happy to help. Hit me up on that Gmail account right there or that phone number, and we'll get right to it. Thanks so much.
All right, there's a website, Old Friends Senior Dog Sanctuary in Mount Juliet. Let me tell you what they do. Again, all the shelters do amazing jobs, but you always wonder what happens to senior dogs. I love that. Where love never grows old. There's a website, ofsds.org, and you could be a Geezer Guardian. So, oh my goodness. I was out there the other day. I saw a basset hound come through. It was like 13 years old. So cute. I would have taken probably 45 of those dogs home. So sweet. If you want to visit them, there's a website. And again, thank you all for support and thank you all for adopting so many animals. We've shown in the last, goodness, we're now into our 6th month doing this. So thank you very much. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. Chase McCabe, ESPN 102.5 The Game will join us next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
And they've got an e-reader, which is just, for people like me, I have grown up with a newspaper holding it in my hand. I really like that experience. But the e-reader or the press reader that Main Street has, you get to see a front page. You get to see the business stocks. You get to see all of that. But if you see a photo and it's got a little icon on the bottom, when you see that icon, that means there's a gallery there.
I love writing and journalism just on its own, and I think I learned that during the pandemic because I was covering all kinds of non-sports related things and still having fun with it, still finding out a lot of great stories. But when you can combine something I'm already interested in, have a lot of knowledge about in sports, I feel like I'm really able to combine two of my passions at the same time, and that's really rewarding for me.
East of Gallatin Pike, T-Dot Smartway campus. They've repaved that part where it was awful a few weeks ago, so it makes it even more slick or slicker as you drive. More slick or slicker? God, mine. Butchering the English language continues. Just be careful going through there as you make your way in. All right, let's welcome in our good friend from ESPN 102.5 The Game, Chase McCabe, program director. Means he's the big boss. Chase, how are you, buddy?
You know, JoJo, I am doing fantastic, and I don't think you butcher the English language. I think you make it better.
You will not be getting paid for that, so thank you for that. Hey, before we start getting into sports talk and things that are going on, I want to give you and your your radio station kudos for this story right here, Chase. Souls to Souls provides 400 pairs of shoes to homeless children. Cromwell Media Group, which you guys were part of, ESPN. I know you guys promoted this on the air. Well done, my friend. Well done.
Yeah, it was obviously a team effort with everybody at our group at Cromwell Media, starting at the top with Bud Walters, our owner, and Dennis Guazdon, our VP market manager, Sean Fort, director of sales, and then everybody, in between. And so it was something that we had started, kind of during the transition when Ryan Porth was leaving and I was taking over. And it was cool. We did our show, Darren Donick and Chase, out at Newton Nissan in Gallatin, and people would come by and take a test drive and then donate to Souls for Music City. And so it was cool and rewarding to be able to do something like that around the holidays. And we've always done a good job with that in different charities. And so very rewarding and glad we could pull it off.
Well, oftentimes you do things like this and, you raise money and you don't okay, we hope it goes there. But knowing that it gave homeless, and I hate saying this, homeless children, just, it makes me just irate knowing that there's kids that are homeless out there. And, but 400 pairs of shoes to these kids. I mean, you see the pictures there and see what's going on. So that's also gotta make you feel good because it's tangible. You can see it, you can touch it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, I think, what we need in today's times, with everything that has gone on the last couple of years, to be able to, see it actually come to fruition, I think is even more rewarding. So kudos to everybody on our team that put a lot of work into this, and thanks for bringing it up.
Well, I mean, it's good. Good work should always be rewarded. So
Yeah.
that's so glad you guys did that. All right, let's talk things yesterday. The big news: your radio station, your afternoon host, Jared Stillman, had this report about Aaron Rodgers. Not people are like he's going to play for the Titans. He did not report that.
Nope.
He just reported that Aaron Rodgers is buying some property in Williamson County, might be open to playing for the Titans. And Chase, I did a little search last night on Aaron Rodgers and Jared Stillman. My goodness, I mean, it was all over the place. So as a radio station, good for you guys.
Yeah. This was something that I know he had been chasing and had kind of heard some things about, and he went with it, and we'll see. I mean, I think Jared. Jared was an intern back when you were at the station. Jared is going to do his due diligence on things, and he did. And I don't know if this means anything, if anything comes of it. I just think it's an interesting story that, there's been all these rumors that Aaron Rodgers could leave the Green Bay Packers, the only team that he's ever known in his career. And now all of a sudden he is buying a piece of property in Nashville, Tennessee that just happens to have an NFL team. And then the caveat of, well, I'd be open to playing for them if they're open to me. Obviously, a lot of things would have to happen for that to be able to work. You'd have to figure out what to do with Ryan Tannehill, the current quarterback. You don't have a ton of cap space. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers would require that. And, here's the other factor in this. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is one of those people that he likes his people.
Right.
What's going to happen with Devontae Adams? Is Devontae Adams going to be a free agent? If that's the case, is Aaron Rodgers going to be looking for a team that can also afford to bring in Devontae Adams to keep his top receiver with him? So there are a lot of different layers to this, but it's certainly something worth talking about that Jared has brought to the table now that it would appear that Aaron Rodgers is buying some property here in Nashville.
Not only that, but isn't Aaron Rodgers still on a contract to the Packers? So it'd be like a trade?
Yeah, essentially that's what it would have to be, because they reworked the deal that basically had one more year on it. So as you know, though, when they want to do something bad enough, they figure out how to do it. I learned working with the late great Floyd Reese that those contracts are easily reworkable if you really want them to be. So
that's a great, absolutely it is.
It's kind of like a credit card.
Which I have way too many of those. I had to discover they took it away from me. You know why?
Why?
Because they discovered I couldn't pay for it. You can use that joke today on the radio.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, let's talk Nashville Predators now. They've only got 8 games during the month of February. That's weird.
Yeah, and a lot of that was because they were going to have 3 because they were supposed to have the Olympic break, and obviously that's not going to happen now. And so they rescheduled some games that had gotten postponed earlier in the year for the month of February. The thing with the Predators is they only had, I believe, 5 games total get postponed, and so they're going to make up 4 of those in the month of February, and then one more in April, just moving some things around. So they're going to get a little bit of a break. There are other teams that are basically going to play the whole month just because of all the postponements that they had. So it's interesting. This is it's a tough stretch for a team that's playing so well because, as you know, Joe, you got some confidence going, you got a little momentum going, and then you play a game, you're off a week, you play a game, you're off 3 or 4 days. And so the way it's kind of spread out is going to be difficult to navigate, but I believe the way this team is played, I think they'll be fine. I mean, I was there Tuesday night. Philip Forsberg, I mean, he's looking like he's going to be the first Predator forward to crack 40 goals the way he's playing right now.
Also, I'm holding this up here. All right, Roman Josi got added to the All-Star team. He should be on there before. But here's what I like about the Nashville Predators, all right? They, Saros is going. I know Josi, and there's some other players that should be on the All-Star team. But you don't hear the Preds players complaining about it.
No.
Flip side, Titans players don't go to the Pro Bowl. Good Lord, all they do is complain about it. Preds players just go to work, man.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do. I think that this team, but that's the identity that John Hines has created with them is, the lunch pail mentality. And you remember this from the early days of Barry Trotz. I mean, that's what he instilled in this team. And I see a lot of similarities to those Barry Trotz coach teams. And I've talked to players that played on those teams, and they see it too. I mean, you have guys like Tanner Janot and Yakov Trenin, Colton Sissons that aren't your household names, but they're scoring goals for you, and also they bring some physicality to the table on top of Philip Forsberg, Ryan Johansson, Mikhail Granlund, Roman Yossi, Matt Duchene. So they kind of have that nice mix, and then they have the goaltender to go with it.
But they don't, but yeah, I mean, they just go out and grind and work, and you're not going to hear them complain. We can complain all day long.
We complain for them. That's the, because what you said about Yossi is absolutely true. It was a complete travesty that he wasn't on the All-Star game or the All-Star team to begin with, and he had to do the, last man in, and then now he's a replacement and things like that. And, you have people that will go, well, it's because of the format. It's the 3-on-3. You don't need as many defensemen. I don't care. He's the best defenseman in the league right now. I mean, he is in contention for the Norris Trophy, his second Norris Trophy, by the way. So I don't understand that logic. And that's where you kind of lose me on all-star games and, just kind of how phony they can be. The all-star at the end of the year, like an all-pro in football, that you get that, then okay. Yeah. Like that's when I really pay attention, but he deserved to be in the game. And so does Yossi. And quite frankly, so does Forsberg.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Chase, let's take a break. We'll come back to celebrity birthdays. You still hold the title with 6. We had somebody that made a run at you on Monday. He only got 5, though, so you still hold the title. So don't go anywhere with the celebrity birthdays. Chase McCabe and the intern are going to battle out next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Talking Trash, the show that's going to end littering. Brought to you by Nobody Trashes Tennessee. How was that? That fast part, the end felt rushed. I'm going to do it one more time, Claire. Talking Trash, the show that's going to end littering. Brought to you by Nobody Trashes Tennessee. Ooh, how was that? Claire, that sound about right? It felt good to me. She feels me. Nobody trashes Tennessee on my watch.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour. It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try. There aren't any cops around.
I didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? Love your name, sir. You are right now.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. A little back up there on the north side of town coming in, so be careful making your commute in, watching the T-Dot SmartWay camera. Intern, pop up the stream I've got there. There we go. Before we get into celebrity birthdays, we always like to tell you what kind of day it is of the year. And it is today. We got a few days for you. Today's American Painters Day, Doggy Date Night, Elmo's birthday.
Elmo's birthday?
Yeah. Elmo,
Wow.
I think he turns 22. I think so. He should be out of the house getting a job now. International Golden Retriever Day. Chase, what do you got? A Pyrenees, don't you?
Yeah, I had a golden retriever growing up, though.
What was the name?
Rusty.
Did it fart after eating beans in a carriage?
No, but He was funny, man. He would get into all sorts of things because they're very curious dogs.
National Missing Persons Day. I don't know if that's the band or the actual National Missing Persons. Sweater Day in Canada, National Wedding Ring Day, and Take a Cruise Day, which I would like to.
Oh, I'd be
on a cruise. I'm not sure I want to go on a cruise.
I think it means watch a Tom Cruise movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch Top Gun, Joe.
Top Gun is the best. Top Gun 2 comes out in May, I think it is.
It's about time. I've been ready for that.
It was supposed to come out in like 2019 or 2020.
Yeah.
It was postponed. But Tom Cruise movie, all the right moves. High school football movie. You've never seen it. You need to see it.
Except that move with Goose.
What move with Goose?
His wingman.
What happened to him?
Well, some people could say or argue that it was Tom Cruise's fault.
It was.
That Goose died.
All right, here we go. Celebrity birthdays. You got to get them within 2. First birthday today, actress Blythe Danner. She is somebody's mom that's famous. Is that Gwyneth Paltrow's mother? I think it is.
I don't know. 79.
I'm gonna go 81.
79 exactly.
Oh, that's great Google. Fast hands.
Chase doesn't Google. Actress Morgan Fairchild.
Ooh. 68.
I'm gonna go 71.
72.
Nice.
Tied at 1. Yep. Actor, comedian Nathan Lane.
65.
Go 63.
66. Chaser's up 2-1. Actress
got a volley.
Mara Tierney. She was in ER. Only 3 actors appeared in more episodes of ER than she did. She was in the Showtime special, The Affair. She was Jim Carrey's wife and ex-wife in Liar Liar. She's been in a bunch of movies.
60.
I'm gonna go 55.
57.
Ooh,
Boy,
nice
you got
return.
2-2.
Coming for you, Chase.
Let's
this. Go.
Actress Isla Fisher. She was the crazy girl in Wedding Crashers, the red hair. She's married to Sacha
Baron Cohen.
Yes.
Is that Borat?
Borat.
It is.
My name is Borat. 48.
I'm gonna go 53.
46. Oh, God, it's 3-2, man. You guys are nailing it going on here.
Neck and neck.
Let's see. Come on, give me some more good people here. Country singer Matresa Berg, who lives in Nashville.
41.
We'll go 48.
58.
Should have said 58.
Yep. Let's go with guitarist Dave Davies of the Kinks. Really popular band in the 60s.
80.
88.
75. Lead guitar player of Sonic Youth, Lee Ronaldo.
I don't know how youthful they are anymore.
There's your clue.
Yeah. 64.
67.
66.
Oh,
Out of
well
3.
done.
God, you guys, this is good. Next one wins. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Give me somebody good. Oh, rapper Sean Kingston.
47.
I'm gonna say 36.
He's 32.
Oof.
And we have ran out of birthdays. I don't recognize any other name on this list. We got to tie at 3. So you guys.
That's all right.
That's okay. That's
Good job. Good job, intern.
All right, well,
You too,
it's
Chase.
a tie. It goes down. I've not gotten overtime rules.
No
so
OT.
we got a tie here.
We'll come up with OT.
Chase,
like
thank
soccer.
you, brother. We appreciate your time. Great job on the shoe drive. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, JoJo. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Chase McCabe, you can hear him every day, weekday, 10 to 2 on ESPN 102.5 The Game. Darren, Donick, and Chase. Intern, have a good day, buddy.
Thanks, y'all too.
All right, thanks everybody joining the show today. A lot of fun coming your way. Today we had a great time. Thanks, Catherine Mayhew, for joining us. Remember, as you make your way in the world today, be nice, smile at people in traffic, open doors. Nobody cares about your CrossFit workout unless you're doing it for charity. And always remember, nobody ever went broke by giving. We will see you tomorrow.